So I'm out here and I'm trying to run the line under the road. Shh, I didn't ask for permission. And right now the culvert is at least flowing. Well, that's good, right? The problem is there's a hump. There's a hump. Never mind. There's a hump in it, okay? And because there's a hump in it, the empty 1-gallon can that I am using as my float has stuck. And nothing I can seem to do can get it to go over. I mean, I can pull it back out, right? But it needs to go all the way up and over because this boy's too big for that culvert, even if it was dry. But then I remembered a well-spent youth building and destroying dams on small streams. So I'm going to go ahead and dam the culvert. Going to build me up a big old steam of water, and then we're going to release the Kraken and see if I can get it to go through with a flood. All right. We've probably raised the level of this pool 6 inches. So, I believe now is the time. I'm going to go ahead and save you a little bit of time and just report back that this was a complete and utter failure. 10-year-old me would be highly disappointed with myself. I would wonder what I had done with my life and where I had gone wrong so often to have brought this tsunami of suck upon myself. Maybe I can bob that a little bit. Again, rather than subjecting you to that, why don't you watch this old Duke Eats video, some slow motion chomping. Yeah, nothing worked. Nothing worked. And eventually I had to recognize that we're just not getting it through today. It was getting late. I'm going to try with a bobber and some fishing line, but I don't know. If I can't get water onto that road, Shay can't get his giant Sequoias down there, and that's going to be a huge disappointment to him because he had plans of visiting them and showing him his homework. I love my little man, and he's a pretty tree crazy. He even told me, and this is pretty morbid from an 8-year-old, that if he dies, he wants to be returned as one of those cremation tree planting kits, and he wants to grow up in the afterlife to be the largest tree in Montana. So, yeah. Well, I can always plant the giant sequoias maybe up on the hill or something if I can't get water underneath there. Regardless, it was just one of those evenings where nothing worked, including the camera, and all of that video would not upload. So instead, you watch this and listen to my voice. And if Shay, you hear this, stay away from the light. Oh, you sick of apple trees yet? Here are the holes laid out. Because remember, the driveway is going to go right up through that telephone pole. So I have 2 holes here. With counting that apple tree, there's 2 more, so there'll be 3 in a row. And then 3 in a row up on top, which left me 1 shy, which is right there. And it might give me room for another one right here. Obviously not right there because that's a block of rock. So guess I'm just going to pick up. Got the pipe going under the driveway. Inside another pipe. I've already tested it. She burbles and bubbles really nicely over there. Takes it a while to start siphoning, but it does siphon eventually. Those trees are going to be here at any moment. Any moment. School year's coming to a close. It's not been one of those years, but it's not been one of those years either, so I talked to the phone company, and at first they said, sure, you can take that line down. Then they wanted me to save the line. Then I got called back and said, nah, go ahead and get rid of the line. And then I got a call back that said that they're going to take the line down because lawsuits, maybe. And then I got a call, what do you want them to do with the posts? So I said, hey, just leave them. I'll knock them over with a piece of equipment. Or if you have to cut them down, again, just leave them and I'll use them as like gate posts or something. So that's moving forward. I expect a call any day from the septic guy to start on that. The rock crusher I'm importing on the advice of the rock quarry guy, that arrives in Seattle. I'm sure my neighbors think we're crazy. That arrives in Seattle sometime next week. I've gotten notice that it's been selected for additional screening, which I guess means that Customs is going to pull it aside, open the container, which I can only assume is full of lots of other stuff, and then hand sort, inspect, and x-ray it. And apparently that means I have to pay for all that crap. So that's awesome. Another delay and to pay for it. This Friday we're going to go look at an excavator, a Hitachi EX100, we think -4, -5. It's a 2007. Seems to have pretty nice ratings online. A few electrical gremlins to watch for. I'd say it's really probably outside edge of what we can afford, but we'd be money ahead. So I don't know. I can't move it. I'd have to hire it to get moved, but Lord knows I own a truck big enough. I just don't own a trailer. There's lots of stuff going on. Oh, and then they got to get the truck ready. Got to get the truck ready for this tour season, and I got one reservation on one of our days off. Thanks, guys. I got one reservation in July, so that's not a good sign. Whatever. It's fine. It is beautiful out here, and I'll save the apple trees. We'll put the giant sequoias in the hands of Thor, because planting a massive tree on a mountain, it seems like kind of thing Thor would look after. And you know, there are a lot more excavators in the world. Either way, thanks for watching. Isn't that a beautiful mountain? God, I love that mountain. That's why I want to live here.